Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Watson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Pocket breaking down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for him.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion, throws it back. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And some room to work. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Going right and going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Big 3rd down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Let's go. Tosses it back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The sudden change. The turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
Got room to work. Still on his feet at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Marshall will try to convert on 4th down as we open the period. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but With the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Joyner. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line, pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barrel in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to ULM. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Price. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires downfield. It's complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Marshall quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Marshall! They went for it all, and it paid off with the...
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Zings it complete to the right.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. At the 35, he's open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Swings it out to the flat. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understand.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll move the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun, the inside give. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Reads it, fires complete. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's at the 50. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Coming out with it, it's Bradford. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little. And the ball slipped out. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Watson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Boilermakers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Boilermakers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Purdue! A great catch and run for 6.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. An 84-yard drive there, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Price. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Marshall got that running game going on the last play. Let's see what they have here. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking left. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He'll pull it down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside, man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The option look. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just... Release the pass, it's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On third down, going up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Blue. Bust through behind his pad. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Marshall quick to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. He fires to the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Marshall will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Boilermakers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks the tackle.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got him this time.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than it did here, but it's still a positive game.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out route. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll go to the air. Fires left. Got him downfield. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got it in the middle. It's Joyner. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Boilermakers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the wideout. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Blue. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Now, 4th down.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance, put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
And he finds his way out of bounds, real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get...
The Sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at it.
Makes the grab.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Here comes the heat. Skips away from pressure. Got his man downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Boilermakers are on the move. Keeps it on the draw. Runs through a tackle.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Creates a little room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the first down. Delivers the stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know.
Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up by 24 over ULM. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Blue. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get to him as he throws.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Find some fresh air. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Marshall quick to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Lets it fly. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He might want another play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And how about this? They're going to send the... It's a fake. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, if they had actually tried to kick that one, it was going to have to be a bomb. And I'm not saying he couldn't make it, but they may have felt like it was the same odds of just trying to fake it, come up with something. And guess what? They're able to go out and get it. And now the offense back on the field.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Boilermakers want to move quickly. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. He's got an open man. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together